Buying a used car is smart. It allows you to save thousands of dollars. And actually, if you're prudent and if you're smart on how you buy your used car, you can reduce your risk. In this video, I'm explaining to you what I do when I buy a used car, so stay tuned. Hi, I'm Julien, Regoli, CPA, CMA, finance coach. I teach people how to think about money, how to save money, and how to invest money. If this is a topic that interests you, then sign up to my channel, hit that bell button, you'll be notified whenever I upload new videos. Thanks for watching. Here are a few myths about buying used cars. The first myth is, you hear often, buying used is risky because you could get a lemon and you never know who drove the car. Well, that's actually false, because when you buy used, you can actually look at the reviews and the recalls there are on the vehicle. This is something you can do on a new vehicle, a new model. There is no track record. There are no recalls on new cars. So the new cars off the lot haven't proven themselves yet. But a new car has a guarantee. So it's puts and takes. Another myth is that the repair costs of the used car are going to outweigh the saving that you'll get when you buy used. This is actually completely false, based on very conservative depreciation rates of 20% year one and 10% after, and using Carfax average maintenance cost. The ratio is really about 12 to 15 times. So basically, the saving that you'll get from buying a used car is 12 to 15 times the actual repair cost increase. It's completely false to think that you're going to be spending more money on repairs than the actual saving that you're going to get from buying a used car. So here are my steps on how to buy a used car. The first thing you want to do is you want to identify the car model that you want to buy. Buy something that has great reviews. You can Google it. For example, you want to buy a 2017 Toyota Corolla, you just Google it. Toyota Corolla 2007 reviews. You'll see all the reviews. You'll see what the problems are, if there are any recalls. You can look it up. So identify the car that you want to buy. Step 2, buy a car that's 3 to 7 years old and that has less than 100,000 kilometers, so 60,000 miles. So the next thing you're going to do is you're going to look at comparables online. Say you're looking for a Toyota Corolla 2017. Well, look at what those models go for online. Consider mileage, like a Corolla with 150,000 kilometers versus one with 30,000 kilometers. Same model, same year, obviously is not going to be the same price. So consider those kinds of things and consider the bells and whistles that come with the car. Keep that in mind when you do your comparables. Here are a few tips for you. Buy directly from the owner. Here's why. You can interview the owner. You can see who drove the car. Is it some person who was beating the car, who actually fiddled around with the engine and the computer system? Or is it someone conservative who's just trying to get from A to B? And I buy cars that have been owned by one owner, not 4 owners, because I want to know who drove the car. I want to speak to the person who drove the car. Tip 2 is you need the proper documentation. A car that doesn't have documentation, that's a big red flag. You want the maintenance records to verify 2 things. Number 1, every time you bring your car to the mechanic for a checkup or for an oil change or whatever, they log the mileage. They put down the number of kilometers that the car has. So that's a great way. If you have maintenance records, you can track if the vehicle has progressive mileage increases that make sense, that are not out of whack. The second thing you're looking for is you're looking for a car that has been maintained properly and regularly. So those are the 2 things that you're looking for when you're looking at the documentation. Another tip is don't buy a car that's been in a major accident. I did that mistake once. I had all kinds of weird problems with that car. It would, believe it or not, it would shut down when I would run over a puddle of water. It would just shut down. It was pretty scary. And I had all kinds of experts take a look at it. They couldn't figure it out. This was a car that had been in a major accident. So don't touch vehicles that have been in major accidents unless you're a mechanic and you know what you're doing. So next thing you're going to do is you call the owner and you ask the owner, hey, are you the first owner? That's the first question. Are you the first owner? Yes or no. Second question, do you have all the maintenance records for the car? Yes or no. Ask if there were any accidents or if there are any major repairs that were done to the car or that have to be done to the car. Ask the owner if there are any known problems with the car and tell the owner that you will inspect the car. If the owner resists any of these points, so say they're not the first owner, say they don't have proper maintenance records, say they're not comfortable with you inspecting the car, those are all red flags. Don't touch it. Move on. There are plenty of cars out there. If the owner answers positively to all those questions, you can schedule a test drive. Make sure you drive the car in low speed and in high speed. If you're not comfortable when you drive the car, like sometimes I have this idea that the car is amazing and I think, wow, this car should be amazing. It's like a BMW or it's a Mercedes, and I test drive the car and I really don't like it. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just I just don't like it. It doesn't click with me. Something about the door, something about the acceleration, something about the feeling of the car. It's really important that you're comfortable in the car. Some cars you drive it and it's just like it fits like a glove. It drives smoothly, everything's perfect. So buy a car that feels great because you're going to be spending a lot of money. Even if it's used, you're spending thousands of dollars. You've got to be happy with your purchase. Next step is make sure the car is free of any liens. There are services for that. Google it. If that car is tied to a loan and that loan is not being paid, pretty soon you're going to have someone showing up at the door to claim the car. So it's very important that you check that there are no liens against the car. Now in Canada, I don't know about the States, but in Canada, if you buy from a private owner, in some provinces, you will save taxes. In Quebec, for example, there is no GST if you buy from a private owner. If you buy a used car from a dealer, you're going to pay both GST and QST. So that's 5% in the case of Quebec, you'll save 5% if you buy directly from a private owner. So check that out. That could be another important saving when you buy a used vehicle. If you have any questions or comments, leave me a note below the video. If you found this video useful, hit the like button. That helps me out with the search engines. If you think that someone an acquaintance, a family member, a friend would benefit from this video, please share. If you want to book a one-on-one with me, you'll find a link in the description of the video. Hit that link and just book a meeting with me. Subscribe to my channel because more content is coming. Hit that bell button. You'll be notified whenever I upload new videos. Folks, thanks for watching and we'll see you real soon.